Action.
Okay, this little bead goes up against your bobber stop, comes down and bead in here. This is your bobber. There's several different colors and sizes. This will hold up a 1 ounce pencil with a swivel sinker, and this bounces on the bottom, and your bobber's on the surface, and like I say, we're running about 14 foot of line and then to this 1 ounce sinker, and that pulls your line down. And then we're running about 30 inches of 20-pound test fluorocarbon, and then we're using a bead. This one here is a tangerine. They're actually called trout beads if you want to buy them, but this is a 10 millimeter. And then again, we're using a toothpick to secure it on the line, but then we're also using a rubber bobber stop, so the two together, so when you're bouncing on the bottom, this is not sliding down onto your hook all the time. For the hook, we're using this is a number 1 owner's triple cut, which we find to hold very, very well in the steelhead. Although yesterday we lost 8 or 10 of them, but we landed 5 in a row before that, so the whole system is. But 30 inches of fluorocarbon, a 10 millimeter bead, a 1 ounce pencil sinker with a swivel built into it, and then a bead, your bobber, which holds up that 1 ounce, and then this here is to tell you sometimes your bead, that little piece, will hook onto your bobber and you can't tell if that's so. And so this other bead here will just feed right down, and when it's floating like this, you know that your weight is all the way down.
So what's the theory behind the bead? How do the fish do they take the bead, and then what happens after they take the bead?
Well, with this setup here on bead fishing, your bead is that far away from the hook, normally anywhere from 2 to inch to 3 inches, just depends. I like mine about 2 inches, about right there. But anyway, the fish grabs the bead, sucks it in, and then when you set, that pulls the bobber under, and when you set the hook, this here hooks the fish in the outside of the jaw. If they're or on the outside going in, or if it goes all the way through their mouth, it'll catch them on the other side. But you don't have your bead attached to the hook. There's about 2 inches there, so if fish grabs onto this, you set the hook, line slides through, and the hook catches it in the lip every time.